We're live. Cool. This is pretty cool. Let me know when some people are here. So far, nobody, because it's Friday. No show today. People were upset about that. We have our reasons. It's called strategy. What's up, Austin Arnold? All right, here we go. All right. What's going on? So we're gonna do a little try these, why the hell not? Behind the velvet rope. I'm not telling you to buy them until they sponsor me. So I'm just testing them out because I'm excited to try the new Coors Light seltzers. Any interest in these? I'm interested. Let me keep them cold. All right. So thank you guys for another great week. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate it. I'm excited as the weekend. Today I just sort of lamped. I didn't do a whole lot of anything. The Yankees are on right now. They suck. I'm excited to do nothing. No dots on my calendar. I look forward to nothing. I'm gonna enjoy my nothing, and I'm gonna enjoy these seltzers. Let's see. The higher the sock, the downer the fool. Let's see. It's true. And Jordan's socks are pretty high right now. She's ignoring me. So yeah, it was a good week. I thought we had a lot to talk about. I'll go over some of the stories that we discussed. I'll get your feedback and I'll try these out and we'll figure out which is the go-to, what is your favorite when it comes to the world of seltzers. Now, I know you probably wanna have some sort of IPA taste testing sort of thing because you're a manly man, but I'm sort of trying to keep it clean right now on the keto a little bit, keep the calories low and keep the sugar and carbs low, right? So that's why I want to try these out, but I'm down for a beer anytime, okay? So, how'd you like this week before we do all this? Pretty good. We found out about Rich's new morning routine. That was exciting. We talked about AJ Benza's breakup and how he's out there looking for the pussy. By the way, speaking of my guy Sergio, the pussy sensei from Italy, oh, I got some gold. He hit me up last night. I think last night he hit me up and I got a whole new slew of messages from Sergio. I look better with scruff? Jordan, do I look better with scruff? She says no, sorry. Who said that? Sorry. If I were going to bed with you, I'd keep the scruff. Jordan doesn't like the scruff. But thank you. So next week, a whole new slew of motivation from Sergio, the pussy sensei. What's up, John? How's it going? We talked about being back in the mist this week, which is a scary place to be. My brother's there, our friend AJ's there. You know, being single again is scary, it's exciting. But I think since our discussion, our buddy AJ took our advice and he's feeling a lot better about things. So if you're going through that scenario, listen back to Tuesday's show. I believe it was Monday or Tuesday. We talked about my new job opportunity at SiriusXM. Briefly touched on that. Ozzy's Boneyard starting a week from tomorrow. So that should be exciting. I had a meeting about that today. That's really the only thing I did today. I had a few meetings. I did some turbo. And I'm starting to try to get mentally ready for Boneyard, which is going to be a new and exciting challenge because these are songs I really never talked up professionally. These are songs that my uncle told me were cool when I was little. So songs I grew up liking and loving, but were never really my shit. You know what I mean? Like Turbo's my shit, Lithium is my shit, Boneyard is like the foundation of all that stuff. So it should be fun. Ayo, most definitely. Matt Ellis, what's up? Cheers to you, bro. So we talked about when you got a new job opportunity, do you come out swinging, you know? Or do you start slow, make some friends, let people get used to you, win them over, and then let your best self out? I got some conflicting reviews there, you know, and opinions. Just even in my meeting about Boneyard, they're like, hey man, just do you. You know, we know what you do you. However, the Boneyard audience doesn't necessarily know what I do. So there's a fine balance there because I've heard some horror stories of people coming in with a lot of gusto and they get hated on by their colleagues and peers as a result, right? So you got to win people over before you let it all out. I think you slow burn, but then eventually you get right into what you normally do. We talked about that this week. I'm excited though. I'm excited to be doing more turbo. I'm actually doing more turbo. That just happened today. I got more turbo shifts, so I'm doing more turbo, boneyard, and I'm making a hard push for some other stuff. We also talked about Chris Dudley and Shaquille O'Neal and how you can't Dudley a Dudley. Like if a dude is very Dudley, just let him be Dudley. You don't remind him that he's a Dudley, you don't make him feel worse about being a Dudley. And I feel like that sort of happened with the no-hitter this past week in Chicago. The goofy catcher was sort of left out of the celebration. He was sort of Dudleyed and put in his place. However, it was also brought to my attention that the name Steve is just as lame as Dudley. I don't know about that. Rich is a Dudley, but we pretend like he's not. So anyway, thank you. Thank you guys. Any other feedback? Because I want to get into this. What's your favorite? I want to know some of your favorites. What's your go-to seltzer? Because summertime's here, or is close to getting here. It's a beautiful day here in LA, 71 degrees and sunny. The Yolo Cholo it is. And, I'm trying to keep it slim and trim. I'm trying to stay ready like we discussed last week, right? Rich is getting ready. I'm trying to stay ready so that Steve Dudley. Yeah. When bigger opportunities come, I'm not feeling like shit and puffy and bloated when it happens. Because, I could have one slip-up meal. I could have one slice of pizza and I look fat the next day. That's just how it is. So, you got White Claw. There's pros and cons to all of these, man. I did my research for you guys. And again, I want to know what you choose. What's your go-to? We're not talking beer. We'll talk beer another day. I love beer. But seltzers. It's the seltzer rage of 2020, 2021. White Claws are by far the healthiest, but they have the lowest alcohol by volume at 3.7, right? White Claw, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, they all have 0 fat. But they have 3.7% alcohol volume, which is kind of lame, right? But if you spike it with some Uncle Tito's, then you're all good. Truly tastes like soda. Yeah, it's a little light, 3.7, but does it really make that much of a difference? And if you spike it, think about it. Or if you're on keto, everyone's gonna have their pros and cons, right? Truly is 100 calories. White Claw 70 calories. White Claw 70 calories, Truly 100 calories, but Truly has 2 carbs and 1 sugar. Not the biggest deal in the world, but White Claw doesn't have any carbs, any sugar, but Truly has 5% alcohol by volume. You see the pros and cons? Pros and cons here. Truly has more calories, more carbs, more sugar, but more alcohol. Claw's coming out with the 8% this week. Yeah, I know, an 8%. So we're gonna, I just want to go over them and see if this one's any good because I never had it yet. Bud Light Seltzer, like Truly 100 calories. Again, you got White Claw 70 calories, Truly 100 calories, Bud Light Seltzer 100 calories. But Bud Light also has 2 carbs and less than 1 sugar. Truly had 1 sugar. Bud Light claims they have 0.5% sugar, right? So less than 1% sugar, and they have 5% alcohol by volume. So Bud Light and Truly have the same amount of alcohol. I drink San Antonio Winery Moscato. I love Moscato. But again, a lot of sugar in a Moscato. So if you're trying to keep the sugar down, right, it's spring training. It's gonna be summer before you know it. That's why I'm getting on this. Yeah, and they all go well with Uncle Tito, Caleb. That's the truth. And I'm gonna spike these as soon as we're done. Or maybe even while we're hanging out. Now the Corona Seltzer, I think in my head is my favorite. That is my go-to, and here's why. White Claw 70 calories, Truly 100 calories, Bud Light Seltzer 100 calories. Corona is 90 calories, right? So Corona is 90 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar. That's important if you're trying to keep that shit low because it all adds up because you're gonna have more than one, right? They're 4.5 alcohol by volume. So it's just 0.5 lower than Bud Light and Truly as far as alcohol. So when you weigh it all out, Corona has less calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and it's at a 4.5. So that's usually my go-to, and I kind of like it, right? So here's the Coors Light Seltzer. Never had it before. Black cherry is my favorite flavor of all of the brands. So I'm gonna give it a go and see if it's any good. And then I'll take some of your feedback too. I'm gonna try them all. There's 4 flavors in the variety pack. Can you see that? There you go. There's black cherry, lemon lime, mango, and grapefruit. Grapefruit usually is the weakest of all of the brands. I think we all could agree on that, right? Who's signing up for the grapefruit? As Gary Goldman says, it has a lot of nerve to even like call itself a grape. Grapes are delicious. Grapefruits ruin the fruit salad. It seeps into all the other fruits. All right, here we go. Mango, mango. But what tastes the best? Truly tastes like syrup. It definitely does matter. But does it really though? Does it? I guess it does matter, but if you're spiking it, White Claw, I think, is your best bet because it's the lowest calorie, it's the lowest carb, lowest sugar. So it depends. All right, here we go. I'm excited about little things like this. And by no means is this an advertisement. Do I care what you get? Until they sponsor me, I don't give a diddly fuck. This is just me trying it out for the first time. Yo, honestly, this is the truth. Mango. This tastes more flavorful than all the other seltzers. You know how like a lot of seltzers, they just taste bland? They just taste like really nothing. These taste syrupy. So these taste to me what you think a Truly tastes like. Did you say Truly before? Like syrupy? This tastes syrupy. Mango. What's up, Cubs fan? What's going on, guys? So anyway, a great week of shows. Excited about next week. Out of 10, if I had my sliding scale of awesome, I have to be honest, I was really looking forward to just drinking anything because it's the weekend. It's okay. I'm not, and I love sweet stuff and I love seltzers and yeah, I put it right, like, it's right in the middle. It's nothing special. So far, Corona has the edge as far as black cherry. Black cherry is all right. It's kind of syrupy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not that thrilled about it. You know what the shit is? I'm gonna let you in on a secret. The Diet Dr. Pete soda stream, bro. Diet Dr. Pete. And you know why I have to drink this? Because Jordan's stingy. She's stingy with the good stuff. She's stingy with the 0 sugar Dr. Pepper. So I have to use Dr. Pete soda stream. Dr. Pete. All right, so black cherry is always the best flavor. Let's be real about it. There's no better flavor than cherry anything. Black cherry anything is always the best, and this is just okay. All right? What's up, Mark M? Mark, if you just got here, you really didn't miss shit, and you can always watch this later. Talked about a fun week of shows. You know, there's some tension there because there's a lot of pressure on us. You know, it's not tension between, I mean, Rich and I always have tension, right? Like I said this week, he's very competitive. So there's always that competitive Zach and Slater thing. But when you add all the pressure that we're under just to make this stuff work and to keep our friends and subscribers happy, it's a lot, man. So I guess it just creeps out in different ways. So there's a lot of tension there, but that also makes for interesting radio. We had a good week, but I'm going over these because I waited all week to try them. So let's do, mango's usually pretty good, right? Mango, we all agree mango. I'm going over the pros and cons, man. White Claw is the weakest and lightest as far as alcohol. The most is Bud Light and Truly. And this, oh, by the way, yeah, let's go over this. So this one, the Coors Light Seltzer, which just came out recently, has 2 carbs and 2 sugars. So more carbs and more sugars, and that explains why it's syrupy and more flavorful. So it has more carbs and more sugars than the standard seltzer. Now, if you don't give a shit about that, then by all means, I kind of do right now at the moment. So already strikes against this one. It's syrupy compared to the other ones. It has more carbs and more sugars than the other ones. And it's only 4.5% alcohol. And again, Bud Light and Truly have more alcohol. And I don't know about you, but when I'm drinking these, I'm looking for a buzz. All right, let's go to the Mango. And they're all relatively around the same price, depending on where you go. So I can't tell you bang for your buck. All right, this one's good. No, aftertaste. Who said syrupy before? You were right. These are more syrupy tasting than the other seltzers. These don't taste like seltzers to me. You know what I mean? Like, soda water with a little hint of something. That's usually what you get out of these. These taste almost too flavorful. And I'm not vibing with it, to be honest. And I like sweet things. Like a sweet ass Corona time. Yeah, Corona I think is the winner. I'm very familiar with, no, I never had the Kirkland brand, but maybe I should. Again, when you're factoring in that these have more carbs and more sugar than all of the other brands and less alcohol, I'm trying to figure out what the selling point is to these. I guess they're trying to reel you in maybe because it has more taste. I don't want that. It's just okay, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Corn syrup, who knows, natural flavors are in there. Yeah, what's up, Mercer, man? How's it going, bro? Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. People in the future that are hanging out with me, I appreciate you too. Shot of Tito's. Yeah, if you add a shot of Tito's to your Truly or to your White Claw, especially the White Claw because it's the lowest alcohol content. All right, let's do a little lime here. Lemon lime's always good. Everybody knows what a lemon lime seltzer tastes like. I'll see if this is a little much. Man, Coors Light let me down, bro. Here's what I'm getting, guys. My honest to God taste test opinion. And I'm not Advanced Palate, but I do know a little something about these. They're more syrupy or more flavorful than all the other, like significantly more flavorful than the other seltzers, all of the other seltzers that I named. And I'm talking variety packs. I'm not talking like the lemonade ones. I'm talking the seltzer ones. And I don't know if I vibe with it. I don't know if I'm digging it really. I'm gonna drink them, but I'll use the rest of them, the other 12 of them, another 8 of them. The other 8 of them I'll use for company. Excuse me. All right, let's try the grapefruit, the weakest of all the seltzers, the weakest of all the fruits. Barf. Same thing. Smirnoff Ice Raspberry with a shot of Smirnoff Raspberry. Yeah, look, everyone is gonna have their preferences and priorities when they select them, right? These are the most flavorful. These are the most flavorful seltzers, but they're the most syrupy tasting. I'm not a fan. I'm never buying these again. I'm being serious. Unless they pay to sponsor Covino and Rich, never buying these again. So let's go over it. White Claw. It's kind of lame, right? That's too light. Light Claw. But it's 70 calories, 0 everything, carbs and sugars, but only 3.7% alcohol. Truly 100 calories, 2 carbs, 1 sugar, 5%. Bud Light, 100 calories, 2 carbs, less than 1 sugar, 5% alcohol. Corona, 90 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 4.5% alcohol. And I like the taste because it tastes like a seltzer. And you can always spike it anyway if you want more. Corona, I'll blind taste test these one day. I think Corona's the winner of all these. I'll go through your feedback. I'm not really impressed with these at all. And I waited all week to have a nice drink. So that shows you how disappointing these are. Just being serious. Four Loko was legit. Get turned on one of those. Yeah, Caleb, didn't they ban those? I think they banned them, right? But anyway, yeah, I'm a little fired down. But hold on, I got the solution. The fix to any of these as we get the weekend officially started is Uncle Tito. The only thing I'm missing is some music, but I don't know if I could play music because we're on Patreon and I don't want to get in trouble for that because I'd have music on no doubt right now. And I'll tell you what, I went out of my way to find these. I walked to a local liquor store, they didn't have them. I went to another liquor/grocery store, they didn't have them. Then I went to 7-Eleven, they finally had them. That's it, man, I'm sticking, unless you guys convince me otherwise. If you're gonna go for a seltzer, and by no means do I care what you choose, I'm going Corona. That is the winner. I thought maybe Coors Light might compete. Has more carbs, more sugars, and just, it's not even good. But cheers. So what else is going on, Vatos Locos? Let's see. You can get them in the hood, Four Locos. Yo, Covino. What's up, Brad? What's up, Stefan? A lot of people excited about Sergio this coming week. Yeah, I'm excited to play some of that for you guys. What's up, Dustin from Idaho? Mercer Man, hope you're feeling better. To Blue Sheet, thank you. Ricardo Flores. Yeah, it's Corona time, man. Corona time. Slater in that scenario. I am, thank you. Let's see. Yo, by the way, man, how much work does Mario Lopez get? Like, could he save some for someone else? Where could I find the pussy guy? What do you mean, where could you find them? He's in Italy. What do you want to do? He's my friend. Anyway, that guy wants to hang out. He hit me up again, and I'll play the messages on Monday. And he's basically saying that he wants to come out to LA. And Steve, we have coffee. We talk about the pussy, the boxing. It'd be nice. So you wait till you hear that on Monday. As far as the weekend, I was gonna do some behind the velvet rope with my brother. I'm definitely gonna do that in the future. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that without inconveniencing Spot or anyone else, right? Trying to figure out how to do that. It's not as easy as like an Instagram live where I could just chime in with my brother. So gotta figure out the best way to do that, and we'll do that soon. I'm probably gonna go on a few bike rides. That's something else I wanna do on Patreon, but it's hard for me to read the feedback and ride around at the same time. But I could do that, so I will do that. And it's been a good week, man. It's been a good week. I'm enjoying the Patreon. I'm excited about the stuff at SiriusXM. And as far as everything else, you know, we're just taking it day by day. Like I said, I saw a lot of people complaining that we weren't on today, but we never said we were going to be on today. Our Patreon is Monday through Thursday. You know, from time to time, we may do things on a Friday, but right now we're just waiting for that best Friday opportunity. You know, we got to keep our options open for something else, you know, unless, of course, the Patreon continues to grow and become lucrative to the point where we could focus solely on that. Otherwise, we got to keep those options open, maybe do some Twitch here and there, maybe hop on someone else's podcast, you know, maybe just do a random Friday Patreon show, but we're not committing or promising anything on Fridays. So it's a little disappointing when you see people complaining about things like that, because we're doing a lot more than most people do when it comes to podcasts. Most podcasts are once a week, right? We're doing 2.5 hours 4 times a week live with interaction. You know, nobody's doing that. What's up, Jeremy Cole? Thanks for understanding. I appreciate it. Anyone else do anything good this weekend? Yeah, people complain a lot, man. It's hard to keep people happy. That adds a lot to our already frustrating new scenario. You know, it's exciting, but it's also frustrating because you're trying to figure out this new landscape and keep everybody happy. I did a podcast yesterday. I was on this guy, Ryan Hoppy's podcast, and I think you guys would enjoy it because he asked me some good questions about the show. and what I want from it, and what is going to happen in the future, and things like that, and the current state of radio. It's called the Hoppe Hour, HOPPE. If you want to check that out, I did about an hour guest spot, 45 minutes or so to an hour on his show yesterday, and you could listen to that for free if you want to. But that's really it as far as the taste testing. I'm not gonna lie, I want to come here and tell you, like, yo man, this is so dope, I can't wait to house these. I got 8 more if you want them. I don't think I'm drinking them, and that's my story. What's up, Mark M? What's going on? I asked Jordan to come here and taste test, but she's got other things going on right now. Jordan's helping us out a lot behind the scenes, which is really cool, and I appreciate that. Post the link from your guest spot. I did, John. It's on the Instagram. It's all over the place. It's on Twitter. Everything that we do, we tweet out. People hit me up like, yo, man, where can I find it? It's like right there. Let's see. Become the official podcast of Dogecoin. I don't have any cryptocurrency. I can't say I'm not a fan of it, but I mean, money interests me, but I wasn't in a spot to be investing in that when the time was right. I have a lot of investments, despite what you may think or what Rich makes you think. I have a lot. Most of my money, almost all of my money is invested. I just don't have any cryptocurrency. Pick a Rams home game next season. You got it. Sorry. No, don't apologize. We posted it. It's in our Instagram story. Anytime we do something new or have something going on, we're going to post it on Twitter at Covino and Rich, or our personal Instagram stories at Rich Davis, at Spot Center, at Steve Covino. And again, that's called the Hoppe Hour. It's another podcast where we were just being interviewed about our career and where podcasts are going. Because even though they've been around for a long time, we're still early on in the grand scheme of things. And we're sort of, I look at it like we're ahead of the game, because people are actually paying to listen to our show, and that's really the end game and goal for anyone doing a podcast. So we're at least in a fortunate place where we're able to build an audience thanks to our years at SiriusXM, And I'm really going to count on your guys' support when it comes to Boneyard next week, because that'll be a trip. 40% since the crash. All right, well, guys, invest wisely. Crystal, what's up? Hi, and beaches are packed. Worst place right now, COVID is high. Yeah, you know what? I mean, things are slowly getting back to normal here in California. Melody starts school on Monday, so I'm really excited about that. And I got good news about her academically today, so I'm happy about that. And her school career moving forward, because she's doing really well, so I'm happy to hear some good news on that end. But she's with her mom this weekend, so like I said, I'm just chilling. And whatever Jordan wants to do, it was Jordan's birthday week, so maybe a little dinner or something. Maybe a little dinner. It's up to her. We went and got Mexican yesterday, so leftovers for me. Check this out. This is as soon as we get out, meat. That's a leftover takeout fajita from yesterday. Good for Melody. Yeah, she got, let's just say she's got some good news moving forward as far as school is concerned. I don't want to jinx anything, so that's good news. And, things are looking good for Covino and Rich. And yeah, I'm looking to have a nice drink and maybe a nice dinner. Jordan, where do you want to go for dinner? No, that was me, knocking on wood. Maybe she likes, what's that place you like again? Melting Pot. All right, guys, so anyway, if we learn anything here, if you're a seltzer guy, Corona seems to be the league leader, or maybe even Bud Light. Bud Light, not bad. 2 carbs, less than 1 sugar, 100 calories, the Bud Light seltzer, but Corona, bang for your buck, spike it up, Corona. I got my notes, I'm sticking to it. These guys don't even compete, in my opinion, until they start paying for me. But I'm serious. They're like, at the most. All right, guys. Thank you again. Leave a comment. Please leave a comment here. You know, let me know what we could do. I plan on doing, again, TUD Talk with my brother, a hike, more taste testing, bike ride, a turbo experience, right? I want to do more of that like Rich did with Pop 2K. I've been planning on doing that for a minute. So I'm going to do some turbo with you guys, maybe some boneyard with you guys, and, you know, maybe like hang out on the patio with me and have some drinks. But anyway, tell your friends about the show. We appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on Monday. If not with my brother behind the velvet rope. But enjoy your drink, and these Coors Light things, they're okay at the moment.